I gotta tell you guys, I've so far all the readings I've done, there's a lot of talk about closing certain doors and opening new ones, and I see that here with your reading as well. Um, we see here in the beginning of the month, we're dealing with some kind of conflict, the Five of Rods. But in the beginning of the month, it's almost like you're walking away from it. You're saying, you know what, I've had enough, and I think you feel emotionally and possibly financially spent. I do think there is a financial factor here because we have the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles here. So there's some financial dynamic to this conflict. I feel like somebody's been very rash or hasn't made proper decisions in this relationship or in this financial matter, because we have the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is a very fast moving energy. He's someone who just acts on impulse, goes after what he wants. If he sees something shiny and beautiful in the distance, that's what he's going for. He's not one to think about consequences or weigh out pros and cons. He's someone who just kind of goes after what he wants. So I feel like we're dealing with an energy here of somebody who may be very rash and just, jumps, doesn't think things through perhaps. Whereas with you, I just feel like you feel like, look, things aren't fair. Things are not fair. Because the Six of Pentacles talks about fairness and balance. We see the scales here. So there's something here about things are not fair, either financially, emotionally. There's just something about this dynamic, this situation that you feel is not fair. But you're deciding early in the month to leave it behind. And I want to say for some of you, there may be talks of even moving out of state or moving closer to water, because we do have a lot of water represented here. But there's movement. Be careful with anger this month, because the Ace of Wands can be anger, hostility, aggression, as well as it meaning you finding creative ways of mending or fixing problems. And I want to say financial problems. So you may find creative ways to deal with financial worries that you have this month. I want to say this though, guys. Let me say it like this. There is some sadness. The overall energy is the Five of Cups. We have sadness here. There's some loss here. The beginning of the month, we do see a lot of conflict. I want to say we do see somebody acting maybe aggressively, or we see somebody acting stupidly, foolishly, making stupid decisions, and it's impacting how you feel, right? But we see a departure, we see you leaving, and we also see good news coming in. And I want to say money is coming in. And this is going to give you the ability to act creatively with money as well. Like make maybe some creative investments. It just opens doors for you. Page of Cups is the overall energy, not the overall energy, but the ending energy for this reading, is talking about coming back to a place where we're emotionally innocent, where we feel emotionally fresh, like, we can breathe again, it's coming back to a place of innocence. So I think that whatever this positive news, it's unexpected, quick, happens quickly, gets us out of this financial bind that we see with the Five of Pentacles. It's giving us freedom and liberation, and we're feeling playful once again by the end of the month. Let me just take these Gypsy Oracle cards, and we'll get some more clarification on this. And I want to look at the Ace of Wands here at the bottom first. Yeah, someone's not living up to their end of maybe a money contract or agreement, because we have the Merchant here, which talks about contracts, agreements, negotiations. We have money, and then we have this card of sickness, illness. So I'm feeling like somebody's not very wise or smart with money. And we see that here with the Knight of Wands. Somebody's just very frivolous and stupid with money, okay? And it's making you very angry or upset. It's making you want to just, take action and find creative ways of handling this matter. Let me look at the Eight of Rods. Whatever this negative dynamic is that we see at the beginning of the month, somebody's being dishonest with money. We have the Thief card. Somebody's being completely dishonest. But look, I feel like a friend or somebody you know is going to be stepping in to help. This person I don't feel is involved in the situation. They're kind of innocent because we have the young woman, which represents innocence, naivety. But I feel like there's information coming in or something positive coming in from a friend who can help in this situation. I feel like a friend is helping in this situation somehow, and if they're bringing them in positive news. Let's look at the Page of Cups. You're saying goodbye to that old partner, but I think you find a new, with the House, it's like you find stability again, or you find security again after you say goodbye. We have this woman, her lover's departing, and she's dropped her rose, which represents love. She's watching a lover leave. And this is someone that you've known for some time with the Old Woman card, or the Old Woman card can be representing the wisdom that you've gained out of this situation. It's made you mature, it's made you grow. You're creating new solid foundations after leaving a situation behind that doesn't serve you. Okay? That's what I have for the general reading, Gemini. I'm going to go ahead and move into the love portion. And we're going to see what's going on for singled and coupled Geminis for the month of July. Okay, so coupled Geminis, this is kind of piggybacking off of the last reading a little bit. We have 2 tens, which talks about completion, 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Rods. Look at these 2 cards. We see that the 10 of Pentacles is about family lineage, family dynamics. We have the grandfather, the dog, the children, the spouse, the wife and the husband. So this is about, we've built a family, we've built lineage. Perhaps it's regarding a marriage where there are children and in-laws involved here, okay? But we see here, we're at a completion phase with this building of this family dynamic, because next to it we have the 10 of Rods, and the 10 of Rods is about carrying this heavy burden that we can no longer carry anymore. This man is trying so bad to carry these 10 wands all the way to his house. He can't even take the next step because it's just too much of a burden. He has to learn how to better manage these wands so that he can carry them efficiently and effectively to the house, right? But sometimes it's just too much. I mean, he may have to do 2 trips, for instance, but he's so adamant that he's going to carry them this way back to the house. He's going to end up dropping them all, or he's going to end up putting out his back doing so, right? It's just this stubborn kind of energy where it's like, we're beating our head against a wall trying to make something happen that we can't force. We can't make it happen. We can't make ourselves any stronger to carry the wands to the house, for instance. So it's like we're at a completion phase with this where it's like, yeah, we have a family dynamic here, but it's ending because we just can't carry the weight or the burden of the responsibility of this anymore. Or maybe our partner is feeling that way. With the Moon card at the top, this is secrets, this is intimacy, this is stuff under the subconscious that is coming to light. With the 6 of Cups, this may be involving a child. We have the Page of Wands too, so it can be a fire sign child, a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, where we're having some issues or family dynamics that are challenging. dealing with the child. But for some of you, I really feel like this is more about, again, we're ending a relationship where we've had strong connection with somebody. I feel like emotionally there's been a disconnect for quite some time. And there may have been conversations, but I feel like the moon card is saying that there's still some more secrets, or there's more conversations that need to be had to bring out all the truth and all the honesty. We have the Three of Cups here, so I feel like there may be a third party somewhere in this. Either not necessarily a romantic partner, but it could just be a third party that's throwing, their 2 cents in about your relationship, and it's causing some conflict. And this is you, Gemini, standing your ground and defending what you believe in and what you stand for. To do that, it may mean that you need to walk away, because the 8 of Cups is underneath the 7 of Rods here. For those of you who are single, I feel like there's some family dynamics that are challenging for you, and it's making it hard for you to meet somebody. It's making it hard for you to go and enjoy your life or celebrate and, spend time with your friends and go to the outings that you want to attend. I feel like the month of July may be a very social month for you, but it is a time when, there's like family pressure to be more at home and to help out more at home. So you may feel like that's a burden, and you may feel like you have to stand up for yourself and defend yourself and say, hey, everybody needs a break, including me. It may be that you're asked to take care of a child, like a fire sign child, too. Or somebody who acts like a child. That's a possibility, too. All right, let me look at the 5 of Cups in the center here. Yeah. So for you couples, this came up in the last reading too, though, on the 5 of Cups here, we have an ending. We have a certain ending. The Death card and the Misfortune card, which is like the Tower in the Rider-Waite deck. And then we have the Messenger in the center. There's communication of an abrupt ending to this relationship. It's ending. We're done carrying this burden. For those of you who are single, this is talking about sadness, about maybe, I want to say it's like there's more responsibility put on your shoulders, either at work, can be like you work for a family, or you work within your own family business, or it can just be that you're needing to make money for your family, to support your family, and this is a big obligation. So it's putting an abrupt ending to your fun-loving, good times. It's more of like, okay, now we need to buckle down and we need to get some work done kind of energy. Let me look at the 3 of Cups here. We have cheerfulness, pleasant surprise. So for those of you who are single, I want to say that all this hard work and dedication you do throughout the month, by the end of the month, there may be something worth celebrating because of it. So all the hard work you're putting in throughout the month, there's going to be some reward or recognition. I also want to say that by the end of the month, if you do celebrate something, I want to say you go out for drinks with your girlfriends, or you go out for drinks with the guys. There may be somebody from the past that shows up there that was unexpected, but it's a pleasant surprise, and you may actually enjoy yourself with this individual. So you work hard all month, and there's a reward at the end. For those of you who are coupled and going through this challenging possible separation, this is, I want to say, a liberation. I want to say with the 3 of Cups, I feel like you're celebrating, because we have the pleasant surprise and the cheerfulness card. So I feel like there's something worth celebrating, and you may be celebrating with old friends, or it may be that you gained a lot of wisdom out of this situation. You're all the better for it, and you're feeling that way about it. There's a positive outlook at the end of this struggle, and it's reason to celebrate.